my God, look where I am. It's Christmas all year. I love it. Hold on, let me turn you guys around.
No, those are terrifying.
Oh, wow.
It's creepy, isn't it? Yeah.
There's a donut tree. Oh, the upside down tree. I've seen that. I need a snowflake. Oh, I need icicles. Woo, look at this. Beautiful. Oh my God. Now I want to do this at my house. So pretty. I want this at my house. Isn't it? Don't get me started. Hey, so I am on reserve this month again. I was not expecting, actually I was expecting to be on reserve this month. I was not expecting to be on reserve. I was expecting to be on reserve this month and next month. And then a Christmas miracle happened. Not only did I get a line for next month, but the line that I got has Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. I have knock on wood, I've never worked a Christmas here. Not just here, I've never worked Christmas, period. Closest I've ever come to working Christmas was finishing a trip on Christmas Eve late. And that was like, it was terrible, but gotta do what you gotta do. I was super, super duper junior then. So there's really nothing I could do about it. But anyway, yeah, so shock and awe, I got a line and I got all of that. And I got New Year's Eve off too. I don't even care about New Year's Eve. I prefer to work because we get paid double time. But anyway, backtrack. So this month I'm on reserve and I was completely expecting to stay home for this weekend. And so I was just gonna continue putting up my holiday stuff. And no, I got a phone call literally at 4 a.m. on the dot. That's the earliest that they can call me. So literally at 4 a.m. on the dot, they called me with this trip. And so yesterday, I forget how many flights we worked. It was either 3 or 4. And then we overnighted in Tampa, which is cool because I've been wanting to go to this Christmas store that all they do is sell Christmas stuff all year round. And I heard about it on YouTube a couple years ago from one of the designer YouTubers that I follow. So I heard about the store and I wanted to go, but I've never had a long enough time on the ground in Tampa to get over there. If I get into Tampa, usually it's like late at night and then I have to leave early in the morning or something. Anyway, so we got in kind of early and I was able to go to that store. And then today I have kind of a long-ish overnight in Detroit. And so yesterday, me and the 2 other flight attendants, we all went out. But today these girls are wanting to stay in. It's much chillier in Detroit than it was in Tampa. So I think they're going to go get something to eat and then go back to their rooms. I am going to hit the streets. So I am riding solo again today to go and do these things. And then I think I'm just gonna come right back to my room and get in the bed and watch YouTube or something because I am tired. We just deadheaded in from Chicago. Chicago to Detroit was like, I think a 37-minute flight, and I was scared. I think I drooled a little bit. I'm tired from yesterday. Yesterday was fun though. So anyway, let me run. I'm gonna change my clothes because if I get too comfortable in this room, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna change my clothes and then I plan on vlogging all of this. So I will see you later. How are you? Are you Johnny? How you doing? You guys, so I just had the best time in downtown Detroit. So remember I told you I was going solo because nobody else wanted to go with me. Well, I just ordered a little Lyft and you're gonna see you're gonna see what I filmed. Anyway, so after the lip bar, I decided to take a ride because my mom moved here years ago when I was a very little girl. I remember doing definitely first grade and second grade here in Detroit, and then by third grade in New York. So I was only here for a couple years and I was a very small child, but I remembered the street that I lived on. And so Johnny knew what street it was, and so I had to text my brother to get the correct address because I initially put in the wrong address. And so Johnny was nice enough to take me by the street where I used to live when I was like 6 years old. So I have a horrible memory. I don't know why, I just do. I think ever since I had the kid, I don't really remember much about life before I had the kid, but the more I was on that street, the more I started remembering things. I remember there being a store on the corner, something like a 7-Eleven. I don't remember if it was a 7-Eleven, but it was something like a 7-Eleven. And I remember always going up to that store and getting like candy and stuff. Well, the store's not there anymore. In fact, the whole area is just has fallen in disrepair. And Johnny was saying that Detroit pretty much died like several years, like in the early 2000s. Like the whole city was just fell in disrepair, and now it's coming back. But it was good to drive by there. And then Johnny was nice enough to give me a ride back to my hotel. So now I am starving, and I am warming up my food on the Hot Logic. I am going to take all of this off and get in the shower because we have another early morning tomorrow. I think we got to be on the van at like 5 a.m. And I have 4 legs tomorrow back to Atlanta. And so I'm going to take my shower now. Hopefully by the time I get out of the shower, my food will be ready. I'm about to veg out in that bed over there. So I'm back. I took my shower. I took all of this off, and I'm about to chill out. And I just thought about it. I thought maybe you might want to see how flight attendants, some of us, warm up our food. When I'm being really good, I haven't been really good in a couple of years, but when I'm being really good, I bring all my food from home. I really try not to eat out too much because the food in these streets is not food that's good for you. So I try to bring, leftovers from home that I cooked myself. Well, I cooked last week. And then we went to the movies. We went to have some Chinese food after the movies the night before I started this trip. So I brought leftover Chinese food, and I brought leftover food that I cooked from home. So anyway, I'm gonna flip you all around and show you how some of us warm up our food. Let me tell you, flight attendants are some innovative people. I always say, if I'm ever on a deserted island and had to choose who I want to be deserted with, it would be a flight attendant or 2 or 5, because A, we're gonna find a way off that damn island, and B, we are gonna have a ball doing it. Anyway, took me a hot minute to catch on to the Hot Logic Mini, but I'm gonna turn you around so you can see what it is. Hold on. So that's my Hot Logic Mini. And basically what it is like a traveling hot plate. You plug it in, and see if I can do this with one hand. So what I do is I plug it in as soon as I might think I might be getting hungry. So it warms up, and it warms up, like the hot plate warms up super quickly. So that's what it is. It's a little dirty right now. I need to clean it. So I just got some foil from the hotel restaurant, and I put my food in there before I took a shower. So this, I just flipped it over, and so that was on the bottom. So this part right now is super hot, and what's on top, which was now on the bottom, I just tested it, and it's like lukewarm. I don't really want it to be lukewarm, so I just flipped it over, and I'm gonna let that heat up for a little bit longer. Sit down and go through my emails and my social media. By the time I do all of that, it should be good and hot. Let me go, because I need 2 hands to zip this thing up. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like when it's all said and done. Okay, y'all, let's see if this is ready. Oh my God, let me put this fork somewhere, because if I drop it, I'm gonna be pissed, because it's the only fork I have. All right, let's see. Anybody from the Caribbean is gonna know what this is. This is rice and peas and cabbage. It's very Jamaican. My grandmother was Jamaican. That's warming up for me. Anyway, I also didn't bring a bowl or a plate or anything. So I'm gonna have to eat it right out of this foil, which is why I put this, which is why I have this towel with me, because that foil is hot. So anyway, that's that. I'm gonna enjoy this food and I will holler at y'all later.